everybody, I want to show how to build an effective solar system, a very powerful solar system for under $2,000. These panels right here are used. I bought them at a certified used solar equipment dealer. It was Hobbytown where I live. There was a 30-day warranty on them. They test them. They're 88% effective or better. These are 36 volt panels at about 300 watts a piece. It's 1200 watts of power. I have them wired up to where they are running at 36 volts. Now because they're used, they're going to run a little bit under 36 volts, but we're not running a 36 volt system. So the trick is that you get stronger panels and then you buy a charge controller that takes that really high voltage, and it brings it down to where it's supposed to be. So all that excessive power that's pushing through there makes sure that you keep a charge and you keep your system running well. So they run usually about, at the most, they'll run 33 volts or so on the 12 volts. 12 volts only needs 14.8 volts to charge it all the way up all the time. We have no problem meeting those needs. And then there's the positive and negative wires, and that's it for what's up here. The way that I connect them, if you buy these very thick heavy duty wires at a solar place, it is extremely expensive. So I actually bought jumper cables at Harbor Freight. They're better, and they are way cheaper. It was like 16 bucks for a heavy duty. All right, now we're gonna go down here, put the phone in my pocket and go down the ladder. And it is it's cloudy on and off, as you can see, all day today. The components in here, the positive and negative wires come down. They feed in this charge controller. Right now we're under $300 for the panels and the wire. So you can see how many volts it's running, even with the clouds. The watts will fluctuate highly because of the cloudiness. There's your watts readings. The cloudiness affects that a lot more right there, but we're pulling in 13.9 volts, 14 volts, and this is a 12 volt system. So it's converting it to this much electric to charge with right here. This is a 12 volt, 7 amp receptacle. So you hook up things like my water pump is hooked up to this all the time. You don't want to hook anything directly to the batteries. This is where the power comes out to charge the batteries, and this is where the power is coming in. This is an extremely important piece of equipment right here. This is also a very smart piece of equipment. I only paid $90 for it. These are generally $300, $400, $500. Some of them, like some brands, get really wild. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. This one, it does not have a fan on it. That's part of its efficiency. So it has these fins on the back, and I have it here because the breeze comes from under here. It's super cool, and it rises, and it keeps it nice and cool. This was only 90 bucks on Amazon. This can run all kinds of different solar systems and things as well. The customer service is great. I email them, they email me back right away. I've been running this thing for about 4 months, and I've had no issues. I had to figure out how to set it right, so I've emailed them and we got it set right and everything, but no issues. You want to buy one of these. This is a Viking Smart Charge Controller. I got this at Harbor Freight. It was $78. I bought a protection plan for $8. So if it breaks, even if it's completely smashed, you don't need the box or the receipt, just your phone number. You bring this, however many pieces left of it you have in, they will give you a brand new one for free right there. The reason you get this, I run it on the generator about once a month at least, and it has recondition mode. The recondition and the winter modes are very important. Reconditioning on the batteries, sometimes you'll see on your battery it'll have a bunch of chalky, powdery limestone looking things right here, corroding this up real bad. That happens inside on the plates. With the reconditioning mode once a month for about 2 to 3 hours, it keeps these batteries like new. That's extremely important. They are not cheap. And when your system starts failing, that's worse. You do not want your system failing. So I have 7 of these. They are about 116 amp hours each. So I'm pushing right around 800 amp hours on here. I'm going to get one more before the winter, and we're going to get a windmill because it's not as sunny as much, and you want to have that excess power. As I said before, it's very important. Oh, yeah, so I said the cost on that. The batteries are about $118 a piece. There's a $12 core charge. I had some cores because I've serviced other solar systems. I have ranch vehicles, a lawnmower, or generator, small batteries, anything. You can get $12 as a core charge for these. So that brings it down to about $100 a battery, right over 100. The inverter, I also got at Harbor Freight. You want to get this kind of inverter. Do not get the cheaper one. Don't get... And it's called a modified sine wave. This one is pure sine wave. 2,000 running watts, 4,000 watts peak. I paid $240 for it. I believe I paid about an additional $48 for a protection plan on this as well. So if it breaks, I can get a brand new replacement like that. Just like that. The connectors, AutoZone. You want to get a pack of these. Do not just twist the wires on there or anything like that. Get the connectors. Take your time. Again, another heavy-duty set of jumper cables here at Harbor Freight, 16 bucks. Take the time, cut them, build them yourself. You will save a couple $100 there as well. So that is the entire system right there. A lot, you know, solar systems will cost over $10,000, tens of $1,000s, things of that nature. All of this together is right around $2,000 or less. Everything can be replaced, and it can be replaced separately. So like that has fuses. The fuses will pop and keep it safe. If something even crazier happens and it actually breaks, I can go and replace that piece. That's closed there. That as well, got it on Amazon. I bought a 3-year protection plan for that. 1-year protection plan for that. The batteries all have 2-year. The EverStart batteries have 2-year warranty. So make sure you get the EverStart Max battery, 2-year warranty. So for 2 years, I could just take these batteries in. If they fail, get a new one, just like that. The solar panels as well, and also with the solar panels being as cheap as they were, if they last 3 years, you have well on and got your money out of it. I run a refrigerator, air conditioner, cameras, Wi-Fi, computer, TV, charge my things, charge all of my tool batteries. Very strong, the strongest water pump they have from Tractor Supply in the home. Multiple lights, all kinds of things. I will be up till 1, 2 in the morning. I sleep with a fan on. Right in my face, I use a fan when I sleep. And I believe I said electric refrigerator as well. So there is a lot running here all the time. It's very powerful, very reliable. Those $3,000, $4,000 individual sets, some people say get this at Harbor Freight or some other suppliers have them. Don't. That's a ripoff. They're very expensive. You can't fix anything. You can't open it and fix it. You can't replace parts. You still have to get their specific solar panels only, and they're very weak as well. It's not good. It's not good. So you want to buy something that's more modular like this, that you can replace individual things, get all of your replacement plans on it, and like I said, it was under $2,000. So it's a great deal.